This summer anime season has been an absolute banger. We've had so many good shows that have come out this season, from sequels to popular series like Oshino no Ko, to Too Many Losing Heroines, to Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, which is one of my personal favorites, to Failure Frame, to the goofiness that is 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. There's been a lot of bangers this anime season. There really have been. But it looks like one of the most popular series from this anime season was Alya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. I had this on my radar ever since I saw the previews for it on Twitter, and when I saw it, I was like, I'm in. I could just tell from like the teaser, like what the premise was about. I was like, there's something to this. I know I'm really gonna like it, and I love slice of life shows. It's probably one of my favorite genres of anime, and this is probably one of the best slice of life shows, if not the best we've gotten in a while. I would definitely put it up there with as how good Dress Up Darling is, and I love Dress Up Darling, and I would probably put that about on the same level as that is. Just from the get-go, it has a great premise. It has a great hook to the series. This is like one of Japan's most prestigious schools. So you already got the kino, you got the school setting, you got the slice of life classic right there, already baked in the bread. But the whole premise for this one, this is like super elite academy, and the whole hook for this one is, well, it's kind of a romance between like the main character, like instead of the main character being this overly shy, kind of timid kind of main character that you usually get out of something like a slice of life, like in Dress Up Darling, like, and that's nothing against them. It works for that series, but like our main character Kuze in this one is just like, he's extremely confident, he's brilliant, he knows his shit, he knows how things and people work, and then the main heroine is called Alya. She's half Japanese, she's half Russian. If I remember correctly, she's from Vladivostok. She's extremely smart. She's like top of her class, just really stoic though. Kind of like seems like pretty icy, like obviously because she's, half Russian, she's extremely gorgeous. All these guys keep trying to ask her out, but she has this reputation as like an ice queen. And the whole premise here is like, so whenever she gets extremely anxious or she gets extremely flustered at any situation, Alya will just start ranting in Russian, or she'll talk to herself in Russian about what's flustering her, and she thinks that no one else can understand her, but in reality, we learn that, oh no, the main character Kuze actually knows what she's saying, and she doesn't know that. So I can't wait. I didn't know if they were going to do it at the end of the season where he would kind of like open the box and kind of let her know like, oh, I can actually understand what you've been saying the whole time, because we learned that like, and we kind of learn why too, like a little bit, that he understands Russian very well and he learned it when he was young. And so I thought at the end of this season that he would kind of give it away, but he hasn't. So I'm kind of hoping they might pick up on that in next season, but I like the build up. I like the build up of them growing pretty close. She really likes him a lot, and I think he's kind of growing on to her as well. But I kind of can't wait for the build up and has a good one of like, oh no, she thinks that she's been talking to herself and just basically making comments at him that she wants to say but can't really in Russian. In reality, like, he's understood the whole time. I can see that being a pretty big payoff, and I'm pretty excited to see it. And I'm hoping we get maybe it in season 2. I thought it'd be at the end of the season 1, but it didn't happen. I was like, damn. But I'm hoping maybe in season 2, maybe it'll come. We'll see. But on top of that, like, all the supporting characters are great. They're really, really good. It would not be the first time, but I'm pretty sure Alya, as great of a character as she is, actually got overshadowed by a supporting character, which happens to be Kuze's sister, who also, you can tell the animators really loved her, liked her a lot too. Just the way that a lot of the scenes that she's given, her first introductory scene, like, it's pretty popular at this point. Like, wake up! Like, she, her voice actress does such a good job. Like, to just overly stereotypical just bro con that she is. Like it's so good to where she just tries to like make a joke of it, and like there's a lot of like wall breaking too, that where she's basically like poking at the audience. Yuki's a really good character. I think she's probably ironically Alya had a lot of great scenes, and there were a lot of really good moments with Alya, but I feel like Yuki pretty much stole the show on this one. But I don't think it's anything against Alya's character. I just think that Yuki got more scenes, and also her voice actress was such a gremlin, like just did such a killer job at just being just like a complete pest, but in a good way. So she's great. And on top of Yuki, we also have like Maria, who's Alya's sister. Complete like opposite of Alya. Alya's like super stoic, cold. Maria's like this overly, embracing, just outgoing, just nice person from the outset, and it's just great. And then you have Ayano, who's basically like Kuze and Yuki's like kind of maid, and she's pretty funny too. She has a lot of really good moments. But Kuze and Yuki are like they're brother and sister. The weirdest thing for me the whole show, it explains like they are brother and sister, but when their parents divorced, the Yuki went with one parent, and then Kuze went with another one, and they split their names, so they don't have the same last name, and Alya doesn't know that they're brother and sister, and I don't understand for the life of me why that wasn't disclosed. Maybe I missed something, but I remember watching it, I'm just like, why doesn't she just tell him? Like it's just like I don't understand why they're being so close guarded about it. But is a small like I was like I didn't get that part. But besides that, there also has for anyone who's ever seen Love Is War, I love Love Is War. It's a great just rom-com slice of life series as well. But Kuze's grandpa reminds me a lot of Shigeru's dad, and I absolutely loved his grandpa. There's a scene to where he comes up in a white suit for like a parent-teacher conference with Kuze, and she like Alya and her mom comes out. I think it's her mom, and then like he loves Eastern European women. Don't we all, buddy? And it was pretty good. Again, she reminds me a lot of like Shigeru's dad. Like he's just this overly just like flamboyant, just eccentric character, and he's great. I thought the final arc of the series was pretty good. I honestly think it probably would have benefited from one more episode. I actually really enjoyed like the whole standoff between Yuki and Alya. I thought it was really good, and especially like I thought that last episode was solid. How they handled Yuki is like a master manipulator. She understands how people work. She's really smart, and she knows what people want to hear. But she's kind of a bullshit artist. But like someone who like one that gets things done though. Like give credit where credit's due. And so her and Ayano are running off against Kuze and Alya, and Yuki's kind of mad that Kuze didn't run with her. But so Yuki gives like this masterful speech, like just super charismatic, just gets people's attention. But I'm glad he said it, because anyone who's seen like some people that are really good at speaking know that like they'll be good at like being really charismatic, but if you think about like what they just said, they didn't really say anything, but some people are just really good at like hiding that for how charismatic they are, and that's kind of Yuki's speech. And the whole scene of like, oh, Aya's really awkward and she's just really stoic, she's not going to beat that, so we're just going to have Alya just stumble on out there and just get ramble on and rushing for 5 minutes. I thought that was a pretty good strategy, honestly. And then Kuze just going out there and just winning in clutch. Honestly, solid arc. Again, I thought that they would have, I thought it could have benefited from one more episode. I thought the way it kind of ended, I thought that maybe they probably could have had one more episode. As much as I love slice of life series, it's definitely not beating the nothing happens allegations, because nothing kind of did happen this season if you think about it. Like there really wasn't that much progress. But again, that's nothing against it. There's a lot of slice of life shows that are just a really, really slow burn, and I don't hate it. It happens. I mean, there wasn't really much that happened in Dress Up Drawing in the first season too, but I love that show. So overall, I thought it was an absolute just banger of a first season. I'm like the animation was beautiful too. Like I love the vibrant color palette that they used, especially the bright blues to kind of bring out Aya's eyes. And I like just they did a solid job at just doing like in the opening and intro. And the animation overall was really clean, and a lot of great moments from the speeches at the end, where's Aya versus Yuki. To probably one of my favorite parts is probably the ramen shop when there's Yuki's a little damn gremlin, so she knows that Aya doesn't like spicy food, so they're at like this like ramen cafe, and they get like Aya to try like this this like super hot sauce that's just gonna burn her tongue away, and she keeps doing it because she doesn't want to chicken out. It's great. There's a lot of great moments in the series. Again, nothing really happens, but like overall, like I really enjoyed it, and I'm pretty excited for season 2, and I'm glad that this show did as well as it did, because we're for sure probably gonna get a second season. Overall, great show, great slice of life series. Probably my favorite that we've had since Dress Up Darling. It's definitely up there just in general for me. Like I love the series, so I can't wait for a season 2. Did y'all let me know what y'all thought below as well? Did y'all think that Yuki also stole the show? Because I think that Yuki definitely took the spotlight on this one. Overall, we've had an absolute banger of a summer anime season, and I cannot wait for fall, because as great as summer was, it looks like fall is going to bring in the heat too. Fall has a lot of shows that have my eye, so I can't wait for that too. I'll make a video after all the first episodes have dropped. I'll probably just make a ReZero episode at first anyways, just to kind of do that one. But it's been a great season, y'all. I can't wait for fall as well. Let me know what you thought of the summer anime season overall, and definitely if you watched Aya, let me know what you thought of it as well below. That's all I got for this one, guys. I'll see you on the next one.